YouTubers love releasing products that have nothing to do with them in any way. I wouldn't know anything about that. Once people get famous, they start making products. Generally, it is because they've got a money person in their ear saying, well, you need to diversify your sources of income, your portfolio. It's all about vertical integration. You need to seize the means of production and return it to the working class. They don't ever say that, actually, but they do make shitty products that they have nothing to do with, and that's what today's video is about. I know a lot about that. I have 2 shitty products that I have had nothing to do with. I make candy, which it's not shitty, it's actually awesome. And also a game development company, which is awesome as well. So I don't have any shitty products, actually. I'm extremely proud of mine, but a lot of them, not all of them are shitty, but that's gonna be for you to decide down below. And I'll give my thoughts as well. There are some on this list that are unbelievably shitty and others that are great, okay, to be honest. When you look at your walls, what do you see? I see nothing! It's time for an upgrade. Let me introduce you to today's sponsor, Displate, the ultimate way to make your space truly your own. With Displate's stunning and highly detailed metal posters that remain vibrant over time, you can forget about boring paper ones with their stupid creases. There are over 2 million Displates to choose from, including licensed designs from your favorite movies, shows, games like Star Wars, Marvel, Warhammer, many more Halo for me, all right, guys? They also have high-res photos and various abstract arts to choose from if you're into that. Displate has something for customers, old, new. Their newest product, the Displate Textra, makes your prints pop off the wall with 3D contours and tactile textures. Also, if you're worried about damaging your walls, there's a magnet mounting system that removes the risk of that and makes mounting incredibly easy. Plus, with the magnet mounting, you can just swap them out. These things make excellent gifts for friends, family, or just a treat yourself type moment. Displate is celebrating Black Friday with the biggest discount of the entire year with up to 44% off your first order. Also, the texture designs are discounted for the first time ever. They're really cool. Go to displate.com/oompa or click my link in the description. The discount will be applied automatically if you use my link. Alternatively, you can use code OOMPA to get the biggest discount of the year while this still lasts. So go to displate.com/oompa, support the channel, get some cool stuff, get some gifts for your family. Why not? Send me the Displates that you choose on Twitter, and I will see them. I'll interact. I appreciate it, guys. And thank you to Displate for sponsoring this video. We'll start with Marques Brownlee, who recently got into hot water in regard to his product, his shitty product that he decided to launch. He's a gadget YouTuber. He created a product called Panels that got him a bit of heat. Panels is just essentially like the apps that you used to download back in 2008 on your iPod Touch to get cool wallpapers or for your iPhone, whatever. But Panels is not like those apps in that it's not a free app to get cool wallpapers. It's a subscription-based service app for $12 a month. That's not illegal or bad or evil in any way inherently, but the idea of paying a subscription fee for HD wallpapers is absurd, and it seemed absurd to a lot of people, and the free version was horribly optimized, and the wallpapers that came free were only available in low quality. On top of that, the privacy policy of the app got Marques into a bit of hot water as well. Look at this. Data used to track you. The following data may be used to track you across apps and websites owned by other companies. No! Not you, Marques. Hey, stop it. We're talking about mouthpieces for the Chinese Communist government right now. The idea of it, the $12, 50% of it was supposed to go to the artist that made the wallpapers, and the other 50% was supposed to go to, I guess, directly to Marques Brownlee's pocket, or to pay for development, probably. People quickly realized that this app was poorly made, though. Hackers were able to bypass the paywall and download all the HD wallpapers instantly, so it was a privacy nightmare, and it didn't have any security, so people could just log in, and the UI was terrible as well. It was just a really dumb idea for a product, to be honest. It's unfortunate because I do like Marques Brownlee and I think he means well, but man, this plus the driving really fast and filming a crime in a 35-mile-per-hour, that's kind of dumb. Those are kind of dumb things. So this is a poop on this one. All right, this is 2 poops. What makes the poop rating even worse for Marques is that people were quoting him for a tweet that he made back in 2016 that was golden rule number 1 of the internet. Never try to charge for something that was already free. And that is exactly what he did. He made a wallpaper app where you pay money to get wallpapers and also made it bad. So people were gotching him, pointing out that he was doing the exact same thing, which he criticized, you know, a long ass time ago before many, many, many years. And to make matters yet again even worse, people found that the company wasn't even started from the ground up. It was just a repackaged app that someone had released in 2021, and they just slapped a new name on it, which that's actually really, really wild. He white labeled a wallpaper app. I mean, I get white labeling some stuff, you know, it makes sense. You're not gonna seize the means of production, but for a wallpaper app, you can do that. You can make an app. You can just make an app with like a little bit of time and some support, and then a couple artists. You could do this. You don't have to buy an existing app. So he got a lot of pushback, all right? And after realizing all the hate that Marquez was getting, he slowly realized that there was a lot that needed to be fixed, like a whole lot. So he addressed the controversy, the controversies around the app. Good job. Pot of building in public is getting mass feedback immediately, which is pretty dope. Almost exactly like publishing a YouTube video. Basically, he acknowledged a lot of the wrongdoing. They're gonna fix the excessive data disclosures, etc. As far as pricing. Bro, it's a wallpaper app. Relax. I feel like he did take the criticism like a champ. He does seem like a pretty intelligent, well-adjusted guy from all that I can see. And he made an entire video about it after massively getting shit on. In the video, he states that there will be no more third-party ads and that the non-collections of wallpapers are now in 1080p with no ads as well. And if you want a full resolution version, sometimes 4K to 8K, you can get the full resolution after one ad. So it offsets the costs of the app and then still pays the artists. It's cool that criticism actually works sometimes when you're criticizing someone like Marquez Brownlee. Not everyone on this list gets criticized and then changes. Not everyone on this list does that. Not everyone on this list even acknowledges criticism at any point ever. Some of the people on this list aren't even people, and I can prove it. I've got all the documents, all the white papers. I got a list. So yeah, Marquez Brownlee, definitely a respectful business owner and a valid part of the YouTube community, in my opinion. I like Marquez Brownlee a lot. D'Amelio popcorn snacks. These are called Be Happy snacks, and it's just popcorn. They have 3 flavors on their website: white cheddar, Himalayan pink salt, and cotton candy. Popcorn? Oh, that's 2 poops for me. Little justice. I'm kind of with it until they said cotton candy. That seems disgusting for a flavor of popcorn. Could be wrong though. Let me know down below. Is cotton candy popcorn any good, guys? The prices aren't the worst. It's not like movie theater price of popcorn, which is like a cent per kernel. It's $5 for 5 ounces, which I feel like is fairly reasonable for this cool packaging and stuff. It's $4 in a store. I don't know. I don't really know a lot about popcorn. It's not an awful price. The bags are pretty big. It seems cool, and it's got this happy family of extremely talented, famous people just plastered all over it. I love it when someone's kid gets famous and then they make their whole family famous. That's really cool, especially when parents are like really desperate for the spotlight. I love that, dude. I wish my parents actually cared about me. No, they do. They just don't give a about anything that I do, which is good. I love that about them. So yeah, 5 ounces of popcorn for $5. I would rather just get a Doritos Nachos Cheese Tortilla Snack Chip Party Size 14.5 ounce bag for the same price and 3 times the weight with the same type of food. It's still corn. They're corn chips versus whatever the popped corn. What a scam popcorn is. I was really giving them the benefit of the doubt, by the way, in the beginning, because there are multiple other types of popcorn for sale, like Boom Chicka Pop. They sell a bag of 7 ounce popcorn for $3, and there's also this Valley popcorn. It's a pound of popcorn for $4, dude. That's a feed sack of popcorn. And this is Charli D'Amelio. I'm not sure if she even was the one behind it, but she has 155 million followers on TikTok and gets like sometimes a lot of views. I'm not really sure exactly what's going on TikTok. I don't really know a lot about it. I can't imagine Be Happy Snacks is selling that well. Her channels aren't exactly doing very well, and they did a publicity stunt to try and promote the popcorn. She thought it'd be a great idea if she pretended to work at Walmart, you know, like poor people do. You know, guys, like poor people do. You know, like she doesn't, because she has 155 million followers. What a great idea for promoting your product. Let's LARP as normal people. Ah, yes! Let's LARP as normal people with real jobs who actually contribute meaningfully to society. Hey, buddy. 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 So on top of the backlash from that, there's also some pretty bad reviews, which It's not really that big of a deal. You can just change your recipe, I guess. Some people said that the cotton candy tastes like shitty chemicals. I have no proof of this. I just can imagine that cotton candy popcorn probably tastes like shit, but I could just be a jealous hater, by the way. How about Ninja's Nutcase? Ever heard of that, guys? Ever wanted to drink Nutcase? That's a terrible name for a product. I'm just gonna say it. It's a type of milk or something. It's a substitute for your favorite milky treat. You don't want chocolate therapy Ben & Jerry's or a McFucking Flurry or a fucking red thing from Starbucks? Drink Nutcase. I'm sure it tastes exactly the same and or better, especially since it was masterminded by Tyler Ninja Blevins. It's got no dairy, no caffeine, no oils. It's just cashew milk, and by God, it's delicious. Co-founder Tyler Blevins said, "Right away, I love the look and the idea. As soon as I tried it, I was hooked. I have a massive sweet tooth and Nutcase satisfies my sweet fix in seconds. Super pumped to be a co-founder." Wait, you're telling me he's not making it? You're telling me he's not beating the shit out of cashews to get this juice? He actually does really like this stuff a lot. I think there's more videos of him drinking nut milk than there are of me eating Sour Boys, unfortunately. It doesn't seem that bad. He doesn't seem super involved. He's a marketing partner, I guess, a co-founder of Nutcase. I've never heard of it. I don't know what the f it is. It's $39 for a 12-pack, which is $3 a can, so it's even, I mean, it's not horribly expensive, I guess. I would rather drink Dr. Pepper, to be honest, to satisfy my sweet tooth. I don't want to drink nut. So now we're on to one that's a little bit more interesting, and that sounds delicious, and I've never tried it. It is Airrack's Pizzafy sauce. If you don't know who Airrack is, he is sort of like Mr. Beast, but with way less controversy. Still some controversy, but less. Airrack came out with Pizzafy, which is a sauce that they claim it will turn anything into pizza. It's $12 a bottle. It doesn't have that many ingredients. It looks great. The packaging is awesome. They have this really interesting Pizzafy snack box, which has other snacks in it with the sauce, which I think the sauce in this image is just Photoshop. I think all this stuff's just Photoshopped. Yep, that's all Photoshopped in there. That's pretty cool. There's a mystery item? I've got to purchase! They've also got Pizzafy Dippables. I'm not sure. This thing seemed like it was really popular, and I just don't know. This seemed like a pretty interesting product, but I just don't think it worked out. It seems to have died already. They haven't posted since February of 2023, and that's kind of not good. Turn every party into a pizza party? No. What? I'm not 11, all right? I didn't just win a baseball game. In fact, I never won any baseball games. I was terrible. So yeah, it seems all right. However, as of researching this doc, all of the Pizzafy products, except for the clothing, are out of stock. So they say that more is coming soon. I don't know. It doesn't seem like it, though. It seems like that's it. It seems like it's over for Pizzafy. This next one isn't even a product. It's just an entire line of products. The toy lines from Ryan's Toy Review are so incredible. This guy's made, he's a child. He's like 9 years old. He's made so much money, dude. So much money, dude. Ryan's Toy Reviews, just in general, at one point was the most profitable YouTube channel in the world, garnering around $16 million a year, which is a lot of money. His channel exploded during the Elsagate controversy when giant mystery eggs were super popular, and Ryan's family tapped into that trend massively. Their most popular videos are from 8 years ago, and most have over 1 billion views, with the most popular having 2 billion views. Every child in the world, basically. I think that would be, right? If there's, say, 7.5 billion people, what percentage of those people are under the age of 10? Probably less than 2 billion. So how's that possible? Every child in the world is watching this? This massive online success and fame led to Ryan's family creating a massive toy line. I like to imagine it was just him. He's like, we need to diversify my portfolios, and we need to make more toys, and we need to get them into major retailers, and we can sign all sorts of different contracts, and we can use our platforms to leverage marketing. There will be nothing like this ever again. Most of the toys are just gambling for children. They're mystery eggs with slight variants, which I guess that makes sense because their most popular videos are of mystery eggs. In a small egg, you can get putty, a sticker, a tattoo, maybe 2 action figures from the Ryan's Toy Review cinematic universe. In the biggest egg, you can get a pullback car, a parachute Ryan, more putty, a squishy toy, a red Titan mask, which is from his persona, his alter ego, where he's a vigilante as well, apparently. This kid does everything. He's literally Boss Baby, but also a vigilante, fighting criminals. And you can get a bunch of different variants of action figures from the RTRCU as well. The prices of these gambling eggs range from $9.99 to $60. It seems like a massive scam, I'm going to be honest. Probably a lot of lead on it. A lot of this stuff looks like it's straight from China. Other products from Ryan's Toy Reviews, the child conglomerate magnate genius, include a road trip board game, which teaches children US geography, and a Candyland style game that costs $20. There's a magic kit that comes with a bunch of basic magic tricks, stickers, and a coloring book that costs $50. Or you could buy a Ryan-themed art kit for $50 as well. This is genius. These toys tapped into a perfect market and offered colorful action figures to large-eyed babies. They were massively successful. It's genius. And then you combine that with a show on Nickelodeon. These bitches are selling extremely fast. Hell, I got some. Just kidding, I don't. It'd be funny though. If I just had a bunch of toys made by a child behind me, that'd be so weird. So yeah, genius. What a great way to sell toys, I guess. Today, most of Ryan's channels are fairly dead because he's no longer a child and he made out like a bandit. You gotta wonder what it's like to be him. Like, jokes aside, your parents start this YouTube channel and they're just like, all right, now you're famous. And now you're the most famous person in the world, baby, buddy, and you're just a little child. You're just a little baby. And now he's 13 years old. God, that has to be weird. He must have a crazy ego. He's like, I'm Ryan's Toy Review, don't you? And he's wearing like a little pinstripe suit, and and the pinstripes are just the word fuck repeated over and over again. I just thought it'd be funny to have like a really mature businessman toy reviewer. I don't know. It's a funny thought. Aging in general for Ryan has to have completely altered how he is perceived by his peers. He was a magnate, a legend in the world of toy reviews. Next up is Mina Snacks, a personal favorite of the channel. Pokimane, a massive Twitch streamer, YouTuber, whatever. I'm not sure exactly what Pokimane's been up to. She made these snacks. Well, actually, she was approached by some kind of exec from a food company, and they're like, "Hey, I've got this idea. These creator products are all the rage right now. It's the creator economy. Let's push your face. Let's get you to promote this, and we'll just take something that already exists and we'll just repackage it. We'll add a frog hair's worth of vitamin D, and then, any publicity is good publicity. They're just cookies. It's pretty cool. I don't know. I've tried them. I bought them. They were all right. Not only do they have chocolate cookie flavors now, they have a pizza flavor, a little collab with Arak, I think. Just kidding. His shit failed. This is interesting. Lemon yuzu, Rice Krispie Crunch, Blueberry Bliss, and then Midnight Minis. Batch 2 bag. Is this marketing they're trying to do? Is this like tester bags they're trying to market as if it's a full they're just trying to make excuses for not having full runs of things? This is very interesting from a production perspective. Department of Freshness small batch. It's kind of smart. They've sold some. We took a picture a couple days ago and it was almost halfway done, and then they sold some, I guess. We make feel-good snacks with nothing fake, just real ingredients that taste great. I love them so much. Wow. I love how they're a good source of vitamin D. That's my favorite part. Let's see, good source of vitamin D, 3 micrograms of vitamin D in 7 cookies. And it says good source of vitamin D on the front. Hey guys, I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that that's not a good source of vitamin D. That shouldn't be on the packaging. That's just stupid. Why would you do that? You're trying to mislead people. Everything else though, it's good. It's just, they're just little simple cookies. But yeah, Mina cookies still around. I think that's awesome. That's pretty cool. I'm glad that they're still cooking. I enjoyed them when I tasted them. I just don't like it when people lie on their packaging or they try to mislead. It's not lying, I guess, but it is misleading. It's objectively misleading, right? You're saying it's a good source of vitamin D and it has 3 micrograms. Good source in relative to what? Relative to what? What? Relative to what? Anything that has vitamin D in it, like dirt, relative to going out in the sun for 5 minutes? No, it's not good relative to actually exposing yourself to the sun. So don't. It's just weird. Now, this one you've definitely heard of. It's called Lunchly. It was released by Mr. Beast, KSI, and Logan Paul, my 3 favorite YouTubers of all time. It's a collaboration, a pre-packaged meal. Amazing. They were going to disrupt the market by offering a healthier alternative to traditional brands like Lunchables, which are also full of lead if you didn't know. It was launched back in September, and there was 3 different meals: the pizza, turkey stack'ems, and Fiesta nachos, and not to mention Prime, which is another product, and Feastables, which is another product. It integrated the trio's existing brands into a single product, and by God, there's been so much controversy. It is a healthy alternative for sure, but at the same time, it's nonsense. It's not actually healthy in any way. And the marketing, especially from the Logan Paul perspective, saying that it's better than Lunchables because Lunchables has lead in it, and the fact that Lunchly also has lead in it, it's just misleading and dumb, and yet another example of super out of touch YouTubers coming together to make some shit. There was so much controversy when it first came out too. Dan TDM accused the creators of prioritizing profit over consumer well-being, which is totally true. He talked about them selling crap to kids who didn't know any better than to trust the people who are selling it to them. And then KSI reacted very poorly to that because his ego is so frail and his skin is so thin. And then he realized that he was acting like a fool, and then he started playing into the joke, and he was like, obviously I'm just gonna keep going now because it's too late. I'm just gonna act like I'm trolling these people. I don't know, dude. Then came the mold backlash. YouTuber Rosanna Pansino shared her experience of discovering moldy cheese in a Lunchly pizza kit, in spite of it being well within the expiration date. And then the FDA had to review multiple complaints in regard to the product safety. But there was a bunch of headlines that there was a recall. There was not a recall. Things can get mold on them. I mean, that just happens. Things need to be recalled occasionally. The manufacturing process is not perfect, and it never will be. But in order for retailers to buy anything and have anything in stores, there are a lot of stringent hoops that have to be jumped through. So Lunchly is definitely not going to kill anybody any more than a Lunchables would. It has nothing to do also with Mr. Beast or Logan Paul or KSI. But the marketing from Logan Paul saying that Lunchables has lead and Lunchly doesn't is stupid as f***, and I stand by that, absolutely. With all the criticism, Mr. Beast addressed some stuff, and Logan Paul and KSI largely defended the product and attributed negative reception to personal biases against them, which is classic, dude. It's just haters. It's just haters. Now possibly the weirdest one on this whole list. Jeffree Star's Yak Ranch. Jeffree Star is a very popular YouTuber who sells yak meat. And if you somehow don't know who Jeffree Star is, he's a very controversial character and apparently a very bad person. I'm not exactly sure. But if you read this novel of text on Reddit talking about all of his controversies and horrible things he's done, you might also think that he is a horrible person. This person right here, this Californian mansion dweller, is in the yak meat business. From an outside perspective, that seems crazy. I'm not trying to judge. All right, anybody can be in the yak meat business, apparently. Seems like it. Seems like it's... I mean, it's a unique business idea, okay? I wouldn't expect someone like Jeffree Star, who lives in a house like this, to be dominating the yak meat market. I didn't even know the yak meat market was a damn thing. I didn't even know yak were real. Just kidding, I did know yak were real. Anyways, Jeffree Star owns a shitload of land and a ton of yaks. Apparently this started with him owning his 70 acres in Casper, Wyoming, but eventually that grew to 600 acres, and he has a bunch of yaks on that bitch now. He's raising them, fattening them up, and then butchering them and selling all sorts of different yak products. He's got a $20 million mansion in California as well, so the guy has a lot of money. He's pretty much set. The makeup industry is big, and second to that is the yak industry, it seems. Doesn't seem like there's a ton of competition in the online available yak meat market, but he's selling yak meat with a decent amount of flavors at 4 ounces for $20 a bag. That seems pretty steep for just jerky, but if you compare that to other prices of yak meat, it's affordable. This guy's dominating the yak market, non-ironically. A lot of the flavors are sold out. It's a pretty competitive brand. I have some respect for this. It's very unique and cool, I guess. I guess. I don't know. It's pretty cool. This guy's a controversial character. I don't know enough about him to say whether or not he's good or bad. Maybe I should interview him in my house. I can tell you one thing though, he is a genuinely insane businessman. There's no arguing with that. YouTubers have not been around for quite as long as celebs. Celebs have been around for a long time, and celebs have been making products for way longer than YouTubers have even been around. Walton Goggins, the face of Fallout, the television show, released Walton Goggins goggle glasses, and that's not a joke. And the ads are amazing, and I love Walton Goggins, and I bought 2 pairs. One for myself, one for my father. I'm not joking either. That's not a joke. That's not some kind of, like, it's the sun's very bright in Texas, and ski goggles work perfectly. You got to protect your eyes, your eyebrows, your ears, etc. You don't want to get sun damage, all right? Thank you, Walton Goggins. So what exactly did Walton Goggins innovate on in regard to the proven glasses formula? He combined your favorite protective eyewear and goggles. They cost $150, which is pretty expensive, but they can be worn 10 different ways. It's $15 a style. You're ripping yourself off by not buying them. I really like these a lot. They are relatively stylish. They're a bit ugly. They're a bit ugly. He wore them to the red carpet recently with his slutty little see-through shirt. That little slut. This guy's marketing. I bought some. I'm not even gonna joke. I bought 2 pairs. That's not a lie. That's not a joke. That's real. That's actually real life right there. So yeah, I don't know if it's embarrassing or whatever, but it's not as embarrassing as Ronaldo's facial fitness pal. I don't know what the this is. It's Cristiano Ronaldo. You know him. His name is synonymous with all things. He recently collabed with Mr. Beast. I don't know if you guys saw that. Mr. Beast has been collabing with a lot of people lately. Cristiano Ronaldo is really big into football, aka soccer. He's been playing soccer since he was 9 years old, and he's earned the reputation of being one of the best in the world beside Lionel Messi. I don't know if you guys are Messi or Ronaldo people. I'm neither, dude. I'm Ted Lasso. Ronaldo is the symbol of success in football and business. He's got countless records, awards, and immense global fame, and that is why he went ahead and created this thing called PAL. I don't know. He went on a Japanese talk show to talk about it. I mean, this is just terrible. Terrible. Absolutely embarrassing. Terrible. Terrible. Embarrassing. Terrible. Thank you, Cristiano Ronaldo. I don't get the why is he marketing it to Japan? I'm not sure. Also, I don't know if it's still available. I'm not sure if this is a ripoff or the original thing they're still selling. It seems like the original. There's a lot of Japanese figures here, and look. Before PAL, after PAL, thank you for using a FLIR radar to show that someone's face is hot. Thank you very much. I don't know what this is. Imgi. I've been using this device for 5 years. I only had to replace it once because I was storing my original incorrectly. You do need some room for it because of its dimensions. I only wish it had more additional weights. You do need to wash out the mouthpiece regularly. Always good to practice good hygiene. It works out all major mouth and neck muscle groups. What does this guy look like? He's been using it for 5 years. He probably looks like Kurt Angle. PAL is good and original. I do not like this thing. Painfully front teeth. But you still gave it 3 stars? After 5 days of use, this product left broken veins around my mouth from use. What does that even mean? So yeah, what the is this thing? I don't really know, but a study of the device from 2018 found that it did work therapeutically to increase facial muscle thickness, of course, all right? And, by working out the muscles in your face, that would contribute to facial rejuvenation. It boggles my mind that Cristiano Ronaldo put his stamp of approval on this and went on television and embarrassed himself. This is embarrassing. What the is this? The next one's called Wrap Snacks. I don't know what Wrap Snacks are, but you can get them. It's got wrappers on it. It's snacks that have wrappers on it. They're in gas stations and Walmart. I don't know who thought this was a good idea. They're delicious. I just don't get it. I don't really know how much pull Snoop Dogg has for buying chips. I kind of like it, to be honest. But I don't know if is it a good idea? I'm not sure. They got instant noodle cups now and also lemonades, which is pretty cool.
Wrap snacks, ooh wee lemonade with Lil Baby on it. I hope they fire. Lil Baby decent. I hope these decent too. We got ooh wee fruit punch lemonade, ooh wee pineapple mango lemonade, and ooh wee strawberry watermelon lemonade. That sounds like it's gonna be fire. Fruit punch. You know I gotta smell it first. Smell like it's gonna be alright. Got that little bite. That's decent. Get a sound.
Decent. I love this guy's accent. I don't know where he's from, but it's got to be in the deep South. Lil Baby Decent. Is that Dawson? Is that Dogpack 404? What the I don't know much about the Wrap Snacks story, and it's kind of difficult to find information about it, but the CEO of Wrap Snacks, James Lindsay, has been in the snack game for decades. According to his About Me section on the Wrap Snacks website, he started Wrap Snacks in 1994. That's crazy. I just started seeing them recently. I didn't know these things have been around since before I was born. This guy graduated from Cheney University with a bachelor degree of science in being decent. Yeah, they sell snacks with wrappers like musicians' faces on them. It's cool, I guess. This next product, Socks the Cat Rocks the Hill, is a bit more controversial than our previous products we've talked about. In researching this video, we found one celebrity product that I don't know if it's a prank or if it's a red herring or if it's just not real. Bill and Hillary Clinton had a celebrity product loosely associated with them in 1993. The product was never released, but it did have a lot of troubles. It was not Hillary or Bill that the product was related to, but the Clinton family cat, Socks. This cat, Socks, had a product made in regard to him. It was a video game for the Super Nintendo called Socks the Cat Rocks the Hill. It was during the Clinton administration, before the blue dress, before all the blowjobs and everything. Socks was essentially Perry the Platypus from Phineas and Ferb, and he would deal with spies, politicians, the news media, and more to warn the Clintons, primarily Bill, who was president until 2021, about stolen nuclear codes. Apparently, the political satire aspect of the product was great back then. I don't know a lot about the political environment in the early 90s because I was not born, but it looks funny. This game unfortunately never saw full-scale production, but a prototype copy was sold to a video game collector, and unreleased gameplay hit YouTube, offering evidence and credence to the claim that the game, it's not like Polybius, it's actually real. Even back in 2012, a guy named Tom Curtin bought the game and intended to release it. He acquired the rights to the game in 2015, at which point he launched a Kickstarter campaign to fund the game's release. It's pretty interesting. You can be in the game. You can get a cartridge. You can get a photo. I don't know, man. Ironically enough, though, the project was fully funded on November 8th, 2016. Election day, Hillary Clinton lost on that day, by the way, to Donald Trump. And even though Hillary Clinton lost, Socks won. Now, that being said, it hasn't come out yet, to my knowledge. I don't know if it's ever been publicly released. I think just people who funded the Kickstarter got copies. You can play a version of it in the Wayback Machine, but it's weird. The next three products I'm going to clump together because they're very similar. One is called Goop, the other's called Blood, and the third is called... It's like the three horses of the apocalypse, all right? For a pale horse rode forth, and on it, a rider. Gwyneth Paltrow. Look at this eBay listing. Read this. This smells like my... What? Gross. I do not want to smell that. Gwyneth Paltrow has had a company called Goop since 2008, and it started as a weekly, weird, insane newsletter from her kitchen, sought to foster hard conversations and explore taboo topics that are hard to approach, I guess, just amongst like super rich middle-aged women. Since then, it has expanded into various forms of merchandising and has become a one-stop shop for brain rot. They got beauty, fashion, wellness products, etc. They even have adult products like restraint tape, desire gummies, and other creepy weirdo things. With a heavy emphasis on the taboo and sexual freedom, it was only a matter of time until something freaky as came out of the website. And at one point, Gwyneth Paltrow made a jade egg, which is meant to be inserted inside of your pussy. It was released for $66. You stick it in there and then you like flex, you like, I don't know, I assume it hurts. I don't know. I don't have a vagina, so I don't know. This thing was also marketed to harness the power of energy work and crystal healing, and it's nonsense. I mean, absolutely nonsense. She was even fined $145,000 in California for unsubstantiated claims regarding the egg, which is awesome. Totally deserved. Wish it was more. Wish it was more. Rubber face in it, dude. Rubber face in it. You shouldn't lie to people like that. It's dumb. Eventually, though, after recovering from the massive L that is the stupid egg thing, Gwyneth would sell a candle unlike any other. Goop released a candle named This Smells Like My Dirty... It sounds completely insane. It's sold out, obviously, because it is insane. Even Critical bought one. Moist Critical, there's footage of him lighting it and smelling it.
Oh, now we're cooking. It smells like if you went to like a buffet, but all the food had stayed out for way too long.
I'm pretty sure most of the people who bought this were just YouTubers looking to review the scent for a video for clicks. I mean, there's a lot of reviews online. It's genius. And then other people just bought it so they could resell it on eBay, I guess, because it's a celebrity product. She also released a subsequent candle called This Smells Like My, which seems like more unsubstantiated claims. I don't know how that's even possible to smell that. It's kind of weird, but you know, these all sold out and they were a successful product. They're still being sold on eBay. It's crazy. Now, We're talking about Lady Gaga right after this. The last candle is a perfect segue into our Lady Gaga product. In 2011, Lady Gaga released a fragrance of her own design. She was the Fame monster back then, and her fragrance line would be called Fame. The scent we're talking about today is Black Fluid. Black Fluid became known as the blood and perfume because a rumor began circulating about the perfume's ingredients, and Lady Gaga described the perfume by stating the following: I wanted to extract sort of the feeling and the sense of blood and semen from a molecular structure. So that's where that came from. You can just get that feeling after sex from the semen, and the blood is sort of primal, and it was taken out of my own blood sample. So it's a sense of having me on your skin. That's insane. 6 million bottles of this shit were sold thanks to that marketing rumor. Some people thought her blood was in it. It was just not though. They sold 6 million though in a single week. That's crazy. It's the fastest selling perfume ever of all time. I'm gonna make a candle called This Smells Like My Peanuts. Peanuts. I didn't even mean to say that. I just misspoke. I have a mumble mouth. It's been a really long day and I'm still recording and it's 9 o'clock. And I woke up at 8. Couple honorable mentions. Muhammad Ali had roach traps, and I gotta say that's probably one of the most out-of-pocket celebrity products I've ever heard of, ever. It's a roach trap.
I told you I don't want you living with roaches. Now I'm gonna show you how to kill roaches where you don't want to spray, like around food and dishes. Get yourself decon roach traps. No poisons and no spraying. Roaches get trapped inside and wham, they're dead.
I get sad watching Muhammad Ali during his descent into Parkinson's and brain damage. They were available around the world, and decon is still out there. Decon roach traps, they still sell bait and stuff. Back in 1980 though, it seems like celebrity endorsements were still new, so Muhammad Ali had quite a few commercials in regard to roach traps. Unfortunately though, he promoted a product called Foregone, which included D-trans elethrin and petroleum distillates, and there's a lot of health hazards in regard to all those, so not good. Very hazardous. It was the 80s though.
I don't want you living with roaches. Wipe them out with decon power. Decon, more power to you.
Damn, that shit was super toxic and hurt a lot of people. Also, the Jeremy Renner app, which, dude, this guy's a legend. Jeremy Renner is just such a strange guy. He made an app about himself where you can connect with him, and it's just really weird. It's like what OnlyFans models do with those AIs of themselves, and they talk to people and they're just like super parasocial. This guy, Jeremy Renner, has to be the most parasocial of all celebrities. Happy Friends Day. What the f does that even mean, dude? What does that mean, Jeremy Renner? What did you mean by this post, Jeremy Renner? I am Jeremy Renner. Are there any crack cocaine dealers in the Los Angeles metropolitan area? Bruh. I'm Jeremy Renner. It's really funny. I love this app. Have a rockin' weekend, everyone. What's the plan? I will be looking at porno on my computer. It's difficult to even explain how ridiculous this app is. It is the most parasocial cult-like weird thing that exists. It's kind of like how TikTok Live operates. The more stars you send, the more likely Jeremy Renner will notice you. I don't know if he's still using this. I'm not sure who the Jeremy Renner is, honestly. He's a weird guy. Really talented actor. I've never met him, obviously. He's a celebrity. But my God, you gotta be lunatic to have an app like that. Now on to the scummiest product on this entire list, the Kardashian card. The Kardashians are a modern day Kennedy family minus the death and conspiracy. Well, there was a bit with the OJ stuff, but their Camelot is in Los Angeles instead of DC, and they have made millions of dollars from many different avenues, from TV, modeling, skincare brands, just being dumb as sex tapes, etc. One attempt at making money was called out to be a scam immediately after it was released in November of 2010. Sisters Kim, Khloe, and Kourtney released the Kardashian card. It was a prepaid debit card that targeted their young child dumbass audience. They claimed it was a good tool to help them with their finances, which, judging by this, I don't see that as a reality. Parents were thinking that they were getting their kids a good deal by getting them a card that was endorsed by their favorite stupid celebrities, but they are dead wrong. The rates and fees associated with this card were extremely high and predatory, and not in any way helpful for young adults learning how to use credit cards. Here are the fees and rates. A $10 activation fee, a $7.95 monthly fee, a $1.50 transaction fee per ATM withdrawal, and a customer service call fee for $1.50 a call. Then there were even more cardholder fees. That's pretty predatory, obviously a scam. Parents instantly viewed this as a predatory scam, which led to many of them dropping the card, and on top of those fees, the parents were paying crazy amounts of money out of pocket. The card required an initial fee of $59.95 for 6 months or $99.95 a year, with a subsequent monthly fee of $7.95. Over 2 years, users could incur costs exceeding $195, excluding additional fees from just doing nothing. It was 2011. A lawsuit was filed against the three sisters, claiming that they broke their contract, and as a result, it ruined the card's potential success, and they faced $75 million in damages, but the case was dismissed, and they were paid $7,000 to cover the legal fees of the trial. Wow. Overall, what a massive failure. And by God, be wary of any famous person doing anything that doesn't have to do directly with what they're doing and how they got their money and how they started. Just be super wary of it, because they don't really care. It's just about money. It's just about money. It's just about money, which that's fine, I guess, if it's a good product. You know, if you want to support them, like Jeremy Renner, if you're a massive Renner fan. It's Wednesday! It's Wednesday! Yay! Hey, dumbass, shut up. Anyways, thanks for watching. Go to the Gump Club, go to sour.gg, buy some candy. I'll see you guys in the next video.